Okay, welcome back. All right, now let's do some revision about day one. Some of you have put on like, what are your biggest takeaway and starting the practice. So who's here could remind me, what are the 3 patterns that we visited yesterday? And Katrina could catch up as well, because I believe that the pattern that we learn about it is one of the biggest one for us to go in to take a small step at a time. So who here want to share?
Awareness, transformation, and I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Recognition.
Recognition. Thanks. I'll just type that in.
So we get Linda. Come on, Linda. Linda is the one there who like really far out with, not it's just like transformation, recognition, huh? What's the order? Linda can share with us in the right order.
Be aware, so awareness, and then recognize that it's not serving you, and then transformation. Make those changes, and it takes time. Like a rubber band, do it slowly.
Exactly. How beautiful is that? Yeah. So how do you guys find it? Even it's just 24 hours, you did the homework. Have you guys been able to put that into practice? PS implementation is the most important part, I believe. Anyone have put that into practice already? Yes, Denise is like, oh, do you homework now? It's easy.
I did it. I don't know what it is, but it seems like I had to do this. I had to practice this before I got to this course, or practice it before the program. Triggers. So I'm aware there's a problem. I recognize the problem, and then I changed it. I transformed it. So
beautiful.
Yeah, which is what I wrote. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Yeah, so I'm still aware there's many other patterns and that have to be taken to task. But yeah, I only get triggered in a certain way, and then that's it. I know that I recognize it.
Beautiful. Thanks for the honesty, because that is important for us to be honest with ourselves. Because which means you guys are so coachable that, yep, I know there's something there, but I heard it before, so I don't need it. Oh, you say, wow, yes, I knew it for so long, but there's something that I haven't taken action. And it's time.
Katrina, sorry, excuse me, Katrina, check your power cables, please, because you keep going in and out, honey. And I'm not too sure whether it's actually your internet or your actual power's not connected in.
Yeah, it's the power supply.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here you go. Yeah. Cool. Because that is a bit distracted. Thanks, Anna. All right.
Yeah.
Let me get my thought again. All right. So it's the pattern awareness, recognition, and transformation. As I said, I always put it really 3 simple steps. But this 3 simple steps actually is not so simple when we want to step into the transformation to help us. And what we're going to talk about is the monkey brain. Anyone have a gibberish when I talk about the monkey brain? It's like, what are you talking about? The monkey brain. I said, because I don't stop. Since young, I'm just jumping, even walking, I just skip. And my mom used to say, come on, you're a girl. Like, why you can't walk properly? And I felt like, I don't know. I just feel like I need to keep moving all the time, because as I observe the monkeys, they don't stop either. And can you imagine physically when I don't stop? What happened to my brain? There's so many things happening up here. And when so many things happen up here, who can identify with me that because we're so capable, so powerful, we could multitask so many times, doing so many things, but after 5 minutes, all of a sudden it's like, it went blank. Anyone identify with me? Like, we're trying to multitask so many things. And then all of a sudden, oh, hang on. What was I doing? Or how many of you could identify with me? It's like, I know I freaking put my car key on the coffee table last night, but this morning, What happened? I can see the laugh and knocking. It's like, I know I did, but because of our brain have memory, we thought we put our car keys on the coffee table, but it could have been 7 days ago. That's the pattern in our brain. We have done it once before, and that's what we thought, because sometimes our brain could lie to us. Then what is this about? What is this about today that we need to help our brain no longer to be a monkey brain? So I'm going to take you guys one step backward, and you are going into the booklet that as you watch the video, let me share screen, which is this booklet, day 2. Okay. And we're going to do a reflection about our body, soul, and spirit as we watch the video. So remember, what message are you going to receive from this video today? All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, click the link.
Is looking. This next series of photographs are the work of Japanese researcher Mr. Masaru Emoto from his book, The Message from Water. Mr. Emoto's work provides factual evidence that human vibrational energy, thoughts, words, ideas, and music affect the molecular structure of water. Please remember that water comprises over 70% of a mature human body and covers the same amount on our planet. Water is the very source of all life. This photo shows the beautifully formed geometric design of the Yushi Spring water. This next photo is from the Shimanto River, the last clean spring in Japan. Notice the extraordinary geometric forms. The fact that the molecular structure of water can be affected by our consciousness, our intent, and our sounds is extremely important. This photo is from the Mount Cook Glacier in New Zealand. Mr. Emoto has been visually documenting these molecular changes in water by means of his photographic techniques. He freezes droplets of water, then examines them under a dark field microscope that has photographic capabilities. His work clearly demonstrates the diversity of the molecular structure of water and the effects of the environment upon the structure of the water. This photo is from the fountain in Lourdes, France. This photo is from contaminated water from the Yodo River in Japan. In this photo, we can compare the contaminated water with clean stream water. Look at the difference. Mr. Emoto decided to see what effects music would have upon the structure of water. He placed distilled water between 2 speakers for several hours while playing different music and then photographing the crystals that formed after the water was frozen. This photo is of water being exposed to Beethoven's Pastorale. This photo is the effect of Bach's Air for the G-string on the water. This photo is water exposed to Chopin's Farewell Song. This next photo is water being exposed and affected to music that was designed for healing. This photo is of water being exposed to the Kawachi folk dance. This photo shows the effect of heavy metal music upon the water. Here now we can compare the effects of healing versus heavy metal music. and what happens to the water molecules. Mr. Emoto decided to see how thoughts and words affected the formation of untreated distilled water crystals by typing words onto paper and then taping this paper onto glass bottles overnight. This photo shows the effects of the words, "Thank you." This next photo shows the effects of the words, "Love and appreciation." This photo shows the effects of the words, "You make me sick, I will kill you." And here we can compare the effects of "thank you" with the "you make me sick, I will kill you." Very, very different geometric forms being incurred through the intention. Now this photo is of a very polluted and toxic water from the Fujiwara Dam. Here now is the same water from the Fujiwara Dam after a Buddhist monk had offered a prayer over it. Prayer, that sound coupled with intention, seems to have an extraordinary ability of restoring water to its natural, harmonious, geometric symmetry. And in this photo we can compare the toxic water and then the effects of praying over the water. It's really quite impressive. These photographs that we have just seen show proof that not only does sound have the ability of affecting and changing physical structure, but that with regard to the molecular structure of water, that our intent with our sound is extremely important. This may have great implications for the future of both personal and planetary harmony and healing.
All right, now let's go to your booklet. Quickly write down what are the messages that you receive from the video as he explained how word could impact us. But I would like to help you to break it down. Some of you here are very familiar with the body, the soul, and the spirit. For those who are new on this journey, the body, we're referring to our physical body. The soul, we're referring to our mind, emotion, and willpower. Spirit is not necessarily talking about religious, it's more about what you're aspiring to and how you connected with your divine. So I would like you to write down, as you reflect on the video, what message have you received about, in what way you've been spoken to yourself about your body, what you have spoken to your body, to your soul and spirit. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You have a couple of minutes to write that down. If you have any question, type into the chat screen, then I will be able to help you.
Oh, okay.
It is on your page 2 of your booklet.
Okay. Maybe I'm a bit slow. We're supposed to be writing this for ourselves or on.
Yes,
Line.
write for yourself.
Oh,
Write for
got
yourself,
that.
Denise.
It's all the same.
Okay. Think about what message you just received for yourself today. In what way you have spoken to your body, your mind, your emotion, and your willpower. And what have you been speaking to your spirit? And in what manner? If I'm going to challenge you a bit more to base on what we just learned yesterday. What is your awareness? The way that you're speaking to yourself, to your body, what do you recognize the way that you speak to your body?
Oh, I'm kinder.
And what transformation you've been doing for those who've been doing it for a while? For those who just started this journey, how would I speak to my body from now on?
Love.
All right. For those who have finished, would anyone like to share what message they received today? And what are the awareness, recognitions, and transformation you're going to apply?
I've written that you are what you tell yourself you are. You are the words and pictures that you tell yourself and your mind. And I tell myself daily that I love myself. So I covered all of that.
Beautiful. I'm curious, Denise, have you been always like this to say kind word to yourself?
Well, no, I have not. My ex-husband, I was going to say, made me submissive, but we can go with the terminology of that later. I became submissive in the marriage due to a lack of being able to paint pictures that were better for myself and tell myself better things than he was telling me. And so, no, I have not. But and my second relationship, although that was pretty good for the first 10, 12 years, the last couple of years, he was trying to paint pictures of me being not what I thought I was. So thus I didn't stay in that relationship either. So, yeah, no, I have not always been, but I have had periods of time when I have been, but I wasn't always switched on to when that started to be eroded away and whatever. I've just written earlier today that I never wanted to climb the corporate ladder because my life at home was so taxing, and part of that was that submissiveness that those two people put onto my life. So because I couldn't stand up at work, I didn't stand up to myself at home either. So yeah, and vice versa.
Yep. But look at you right now. You have made the decision to make the transformation.
Absolutely.
It wasn't easy, but you made the decision and committing yourself to it. Let's give some love to Denise, how far she has came along the way. And which is true. Yesterday, we used the rubber band analogy, isn't it? Okay. What my story, I would like to share with you about the story about my rubber band and what it has been so fixing in my brain. I did not believe myself as beautiful. I did not believe myself as smart. Because as I share, I've been bullied since kinder till high school. And it gotten worse every year. So as I was into high school, people are very mean, especially girls. By the way, it's not that I hate girls, but they named me as, my nickname was the cheapest and the ugliest person on earth.
Oh,
And they were so, well, to be honest, they were juveniles, all right? Because of my power, I didn't know that in those days. They even made one of my teachers, who I actually was very admired and respected, call me with that name.
Huh? Oh, God.
That's disgusting, right? I've forgiven him. I don't know where he is.
Hey, if I was in the playground, there wouldn't be much left. I don't like bullies.
Leave it there. All right. But this is what I'm trying to demonstrate to you guys, that even for what I know I am, because I spoke the truth all the time since young, that's why other teenagers couldn't take it. But because on a daily basis, I was called the name. eventually my brain believed that. So for a very long time, when people say how beautiful I am, I could not take it. Okay. Fortunately, it wasn't a relationship abuse, but it was abuse. It was a form of abuse. You believe that, because what I'm going to show you is, I'll show you this picture as well, that you guys are very familiar with it. And for those who haven't, just let me get my mouse at the correct place. All right. This. Consciously, can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Yeah. Consciously, I know I'm loved by my mom and dad at home. But because of others, we gave our power to others, and I believe in that. So subconscious is my emotion, even though I say, no, Catherine, it's not true. But how strong would that be when every day, not just one, two, but many, been calling you names? Eventually, it become my traumas and the shame and guilt. I did not believe that I was beautiful. Till today, as I share, I still can feel the effect on me. But I choose not to give that the power. I choose to look into the mirror. Even this morning, I practice that you are fucking powerful and beautiful. That's what I do for myself each day.
Yes.
Okay, because it was painful. Could you imagine the first 16 years of my life being bullied? Even when I came to Australia to study, that I virtually think that I was going to, improve my opportunity for education. But the fact that is, I was actually running away from a place that's so toxic. And somehow, some of my high school friends landed in the same country and same city. But it's not bad. It is what I meant to be in Australia. Those people try to do the same thing to me. The protection was there. Even friends that we might not get along, they gave them looks. Why would you do that to people? And from there, I started to believe again. That's humanity. That's fairness. And I let it go. So that's why the wiring, the external factor, we let the external affect us. But now we're going to reignite our inner power, to use our inner power to help us to build the positive wiring. And there's so many layers to that. But that's what I would like to share with you guys. Because when we need to redo it, why do I look into the mirror on a daily basis? Because I'm building that positive wiring every day. And some of you have met my husband. The way he looks at me, to him, I said, honey, what do you think of this dress? This is no longer PG. He said, darling, every time I see you, I can't see any clothing on you. But that's how much love that he has for me. Yeah, Anna, yes, you're the first one to put your finger up in your. But
you are beautiful. He always says it. He always says it. She could be wearing a tracksuit over her head or a sack, and she's still beautiful.
That's the exact word that he used. Even you're putting a sack on you, Catherine, you're the most sexiest, beautiful woman in my life. And that's all
Absolutely.
I need. So can you see one person could change?
I'll dress up.
life.
I won't wear a...
Denise, you're beautiful anyway. But anyway, I got so emotional. This is emotion. It's still deep down, but I no longer give that a power because it stay with us. Okay, that's why we need the sisterhood. Even Anna is always, you're beautiful. I said, I know, darling, don't eat me, please.
Well, if I ate you, you'd remember it. Where's Clara to say something there? Gosh.
Okay, all right. Yeah. She'll watch the recording. We all have our own things. Because remember, today is Valentine's Day. We love to celebrate, but sometimes it could be a memory for someone that could be very painful. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So as our wiring is so thick, we need to take it one step at a time. And again, that is something that I'm going to show you guys. Something very simple. Maybe something you already been doing it. All right. Some of you already know that I'm an NLP practitioner or master practitioner, that we do the timeline therapy. Even me, when you guys are in the sisterhood tribe, you will have twice 2 days time that to spend with me, that I'll do the timeline therapy with you. And Evie is celebrating her Valentine's today with Sam. The message this
All
morning
day.
jumped out on the screen. He's like, I'm so in love. Because Sam
All
surprised
day.
her with
All day. All day.
I
That's the same price.
know.
All day.
Yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
I'll get Evie to share her testimony about the timeline therapy. But each time I did with her to help her to unblock, okay? But when we evoke the emotion, we need to know, when we are aware, recognize, we need to continue to do the transformation. But it is so powerful, so quickly, that with the timeline therapy, we could help you to unblock a lot of those things. Even though I was crying as I share about the bullying, my good friend Hui Hui, often we are the partner to do our timeline therapy. And each time we are so amazed at how much that we need to continue to unblock and moving forward.
Amazing.
And remember, when you're doing timeline therapy, there's something that you need to have someone you're trusted as well. There's so much coming out that you need the other person also can hold your space. But anyway, today I have a very special exercise for you guys. Okay. Now, who's here? For those who are watching replay, type in replay. Who's here do have practice of meditation on a daily basis? Who's practice meditation on a daily basis? Okay. Could I get you guys to share what are the benefits? Whether you meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, what are the benefits?
Your
Go on,
stillness. The stillness of mind. It stops. It slows down.
Stops monkey.
Are you playing with the monkey now?
I said it stops monkey brain.
That's it. But it gives you time, gives you that breathing, that breath. I say breath, but it can be for 2 minutes, it could be for 10 minutes, it could be for an hour, whatever works for you. I do it first thing in the morning and I do it at night. And it's through the gift of health now, because I used to do it for 20 minutes, but I've broken it down to doing it twice a day. And I breathe and then I do this, but it stops. It just keeps me still. So I'm focused on the energy. I've actually focused on the light working through my body, right through from the feet all the way through to the back. And I'm breathing very gently and almost stop breathing. You almost feel like you're stopping. And that just helps me to refocus. But through this, I've learned to be kinder to myself. So, bless you. That was a sneeze. So when we talk about the frequencies and the water, and you're showing that, if you're kinder to your body and kinder to you, the water will feel that way. If you love the body, try it. It's an amazing experiment. When you showed me the video the first time, what did I say to you? I got up, put the bath on and went, just breathed and went, I love me. And I want to feel the love from you. And let me tell you, the water was soft and silky. Silky. I want to put crystals in there eventually, but I'm a bit worried that they might get lost.
All right. Beautiful sharing.
I got a smile out of Denise.
Sorry?
Okay.
I got a smile off you then.
I just said no cave diving in the bath.
But yeah, it's the mood.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we get started with this exercise for meditation? We probably just do about 5 minutes, so that to demonstrate people that even the benefit of a short 5 minutes could help you to quiet down. And it does show in the research nowadays that a lot of scientific research are doing research on meditation And the evidence coming out is if you could quiet your brain for even 10 minutes each day, your mental health state could have improved significantly. Okay, there are many different ways of meditation, but this is one of my favorite ones that I would like to show you. And I just ask you guys to close your eyes and sit comfortably in your chairs, having your spine straight. All right. So let's close our eyes as we're doing this grounding meditation, because this is the first part of the meditation that I'm going to guide you through for the rest of the week. As you breathe in and breathe out, sense it. There's an energy coming from the tailbone as you breathe in, and sense it that is coming up from your tailbone and expanding your belly slowly and filling your lungs up to the top of your head. As you breathe in, have the sensation of this energy or warmth coming from your tailbone through your belly, up your lungs, through your throat, and on top of your head. You might feel a shield outside your body right now. If not, it's okay. As you breathe out, feel the energy or this warmth sensation coming down from the top of your head, through your throat, your heart, and contracting your belly as you squeeze out the air from your lungs, down to your tailbone. Slowly and surely to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Now let's do that once again. As you breathe in, sense it coming from your tailbone with a warmth or energy through to your belly as you expand it. Fill up your lungs, through to your throat, and to top of your head. Hold it for a moment. As you breathe out, feel the energy or the warmth or the sensation coming down from the top of your head, slowly through to your throat, your chest, your belly, to your tailbone. Slowly breathe in and breathe out. Allow this sensation going through your entire body. Now, as you're ready, slowly breathe in and breathe out. Now, let's bring in this picture or visualize the roots that are growing from the bottom of your feet, deep into the earth core, deep into the earth. As you grow a grounding cord, like a rope or the tree limb, from the basis of your spine, as this root going through, allow it with the power to punch through all the layer of the earth, then anchor it deep into place. Split open this core to the wide of your hip. Imagine the red, the earth energy from the root of your feet moving up the front of your body as you breathe in the power. As you breathe out, release the brown, the negative energy back down from your body. Release this unwanted energy out through your grounding cord back into this earth. Slowly breathe in and breathe out. Bring this picture back in front of you again to visualize the roots growing from the bottom of your feet deep into the core of this earth. Growing a grounding core like a rope or tree limb from the base of your spine. Allow it to punch through all of the layers of the earth, then anchor it deep into this place. Split open this core into the width of your hips. Imagine the red and the earth energy from the root of your feet moving up the front of your body as you breathe in slowly. As you breathe out, release the brown and negative energy down the back of your body. Release this unwanted energy out through your grounding cord and back into the earth. Stay there with this image of yourself going stronger. And as you grounded on this earth, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you are ready, you will slowly come back into the room. Beautiful. Anyone would like to share? Katrina, you've been very quiet and polite. How did it go for you?
Oh, it was lovely reconnecting and grounding into the earth and just letting all the yuck just float away. Very calm, peaceful. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, I'm aware of the time, so you guys could share that in the Facebook group. All right, so after this practice, what would that be your self-talk from today's onward? Type into the chat. What would be your self-talk from now on? after the practice, watching the water experiment, after the practice of this meditation, how important words that are to us, to our conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and down to every single cell of our body. We don't just feel it. Each of our cells is actually listening to us. This is how simple it is, but how important it is. I might have shared with a few of you guys. I'm very compassionate. When I see people's homeless, yes, that might be their choice, but I feel for them. And in Europe here, unfortunately, there's a lot of homeless. So as we travel, it's not just for the fun. I want to show Alex the world and teach him about ourselves. So he wasn't game to go up to the homeless and give him $1, but I showed him that. So he's the extension of my body self as my son. And then my husband started to give him allowance, €5 a day that he could spend on to teach him about the values of money. And guess what this little boy, 9 years old boy, did? He could have chosen to buy lollies and toys or some souvenirs for his friend. And I'm so proud of him that this extension of mine as my body cell choose to give €1 to each homeless person as we cross their path. He just didn't do it one day. He did it every day. And he started to notice a different city. Mommy, this city has no homeless people. And I asked him, interesting, Alex, you always want to buy lollies. And I can tell you how much sweet he loves his sweet.
Absolutely.
Guess what his reply was? He said, Mommy, they need the money more than us. The lesson of the story is, as I see my son as the extension of myself, as part of my body cell, as I demonstrate to him, he learned the lesson. So how much more and important to all of us here? The way we speak to ourselves, the way we listen to ourselves. So from today onwards, what would that be? The 3 words that you're going to tell yourself. Okay, this would be in your booklet. Let me share the screen again. You guys can see this as this picture, the mind, the heart, and the gut. As we go into the 12 weeks program, you guys will definitely see this more because there's so much work that we all need to do. But today we move forward here. It's all about you. It's nothing wrong to have everything's about you, because when we become empty, we can't continue to give. So what are the 3 words that you would speak to yourself? Wow, you guys are much faster than me. Those who are watching replays, please type into the comments about the 3 words that you're going to use to say to yourself. Right, Anna said, love, kindness, gentleness. Yes, the high achiever, the gratitude. Linda is gratefulness and love. Denise is...
Did it not go up?
So you just...
I've
okay,
written
that's
I.
okay.
Oh, there we go then. I'm on a different device, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. All right. So take a minute to write down what are the 3 words that you're going to say to yourself. I am. I'm beautiful. I'm powerful. I'm irresistible. What I've been lately saying to myself is, I'm love, or yeah, okay, good. I'm wealthy. I'm expansion. I'm expanded, or I am irresistible. That's the power, that the inner power that I'm building from within. All right, type in the chat screen, what are your 3 words? So as we practice, as I said, I look into the mirror to do this. Okay, I actually can feel the tingle in my body as I do that. Your homework would be, as you do this on a daily basis, I want you to feel it from your gut. That's why I have the picture. From your gut through to your heart and your mind and your head, so-called, that you can feel that, the energy coming from your body. You actually experience it as a daily basis. That's the rewiring of our brain. No matter what other people, external sources have done to you, say to you, we no longer give them the power. This is one simple step to reignite our inner power. We start from within. Because unfortunately, some of us have unfortunate experience. If you feel that you've been, for those who are watching replay, if you feel that you've been triggered, please contact me and I'm here for you. And all these ladies on this screen here, they are here for you as well. We're building a community. We're on a journey. And we all know that no matter which part of the world you are, like Anna called me 3 a.m. last night, I ignored her because my sleep was more beautiful. But I called her when I woke up. I'm sorry, yes, I will be there. If I'm not there, that's why we have the sisterhood here. All right. Now, let's go for our homework. Any sharing? I'm sorry, I should have asked. Any sharing? Anyone would like to share about their experience today?
My 3 words were, I'm transforming, I'm joyful, and I'm enlightened. So
Good.
That's my journey.
Beautiful. Yeah. How about Katrina? You want to share?
It was a lovely session today with connecting in the body, mind, soul connection and moving into a positive thought process and understanding how your thoughts influence your body and therefore your mind and your soul and your health. So it was very profound and I loved the meditation. That was so nice.
Good. I'm so glad. All right. Anna, you want to share as well?
Look, I think I share a lot actually. I just feel that it's all in one. Our body, our connection to our spirit, to our soul is all in one. Our consciousness starts to arrive. Our subconsciousness starts to make us look at things that we avoid. All right. So, I mean, I've had a huge, can I say growth spurt? Would that be appropriate? Could I use that word? Like accelerated
Might not
growth.
be your body, but spiritually.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can I just say that my intention, I've got to say this, everything that I've put out, I've received. And that man, my ex, the one that I refused to pay my registration because I've been asking him to transfer my vehicle, right? I said to my daughter, I'm not going to do this. He's going to end up paying for it and taking care of the transfer, and then I can go back. Guess what I got today? My car's registered and the transfer.
Beautiful.
And yesterday it was different. But what I'm saying is that's because I'm being kinder to myself and I'm saying I want to receive and I'm asking. It's okay for us to ask. It's okay for us to reach out, whether it's to you, whether it's to God, whether it's to divine or the source. They won't know. You know, the thought that someone says, God already knows. Well, yeah, the divine and the source already knows what we're thinking, but we have to ask.
And then be open to receiving.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful.
What was that?
Yes.
Did that?
Then be
Sorry,
open to
apologies.
receiving.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear what Katrina said.
And then being open to receiving, because if you're
Ah,
asking
yes.
but doubting and not open to receiving it, that's the block there as well.
Well,
That's
either
very
I'm
is.
important.
unblocked. I'm unblocked.
You must have a good
Beautiful.
plumber.
That's okay.
Or it's the prunes and pears.
Well, I like my prunes.
I think we are on a different level of conversation here. But anyway, I'm so glad that Katrina said,
I'm just going with the source as a plumber.
yeah. So this is so important, isn't it, Katrina? When we ask, is ready to receive. What I want to make one more point, I suppose to let you go, I know, but like I think this is very important. Maybe this would help you guys to identify even closer how we will speak to ourselves. Think about our inner child. So when you see a child that is upset, what would you do? When you see a
Console.
child that is upset, consult.
Yeah.
So what would you do when your inner child is upset? Your own inner child is upset. What would you do?
Go and talk to it.
Console.
Console. The same.
Love it. Put your
Good.
arms around.
Beautiful.
Well, I don't know about
As I said-
you guys, but I go to the child's level. You know, knees, just like in my head, I go to my knees, and I want to console the child. I want to hug the child at their level.
Mhm.
As long as your mind is at an adult level.
Is it really necessary to be an adult all the time?
No, it's not. And you can be a child whenever you want to be. But if you want to console the child within you, you cannot be consoling a child with the same eyes as the child sees, because the child has a distorted view of what happened. That's why you have a disturbed inner child, because they see from a child's point of view where they think everything is their fault and they caused it. When in reality, the adult knows that that's not the case. So yes, you do have to have an adult brain attached, consoling the child, Anna. Otherwise,
I think you're. I know you're right. It's just I'm not overanalyzing it. I'm just saying that my head on me now would be not looking at as a child, but I would go look like a child, and I might.
Oh,
yeah. So I might.
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's because the child doesn't trust the adult. Your inner child might trust an adult, but I didn't trust grown-ups. Okay, so I would go as a child, as an image of me now, but go, oh, I'm gonna look like my kid again, but talk to them in a way, you know.
Okay.
So maybe I should have said that.
Thank you,
initially.
ladies. Yes. Okay, ladies. I just trying to put a very simple step for us. Let's not overanalyze whether it's the adult brain or the child brain. But when you say consult, when a child is crying, would you just simply go and give them a hug first when it is safe? Would you go and say, come here, I love you, without saying, what did you do again? But what I'm trying to explain, the demonstration is for yourself. Now Anna can go kindly to go let herself. It's all right, Anna.
Yeah.
The lesson is, have we been always able to do this?
No.
Have we always been able to do this? Okay.
Nope.
So just keep it simple. Keep things simple. The 3 steps. I'm upset. Okay, Catherine, you're upset. What would you like to do? Of course, I'm not going out to spend another $1,000s to buy Dior. I'll say, okay, I'm upset. I might want a piece of chocolate. Okay, 1 piece. All right. Not the whole block. But allow ourselves to give us the space. That's how I would do it. But you might have a different way. But what I would like us to learn, the lesson is, when we are upset, there's a reason. But we don't need to go into analyze it. What is it really happening? I feel upset. It's just like our energy. As I said, I feel heaviness yesterday morning. I thought, is it me? No, something else. Okay, but I need to focus on the call right now with you guys. I park that. So he said, what is it that we could give the attention to our inner child immediately?
Love,
because I think this is a very important thing that we would like to.
love and
Therefore,
understand.
as our as our inner child growing, and I'm just like, love you guys been telling me, Catherine, you're growing, you're sparkling. I felt like, yes, I had a very good 3 weeks with my husband and son. Okay, but 24/7 for 3 weeks with 2 boys is challenging at the same time because I'm so private at the same time. So I'm having these 3 weeks to myself. This is what, the 7 days. Wow, the inner power. How much is it going to do for you to really have even just a day to yourself, that to allow your inner child to grow and grow and grow. So this is about the radiant, and we already, we've been covering this in our 12 weeks program. But imagine the energy. So now when you go away, start with these 3 words to feed your inner child. Allow your inner child to receive it. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but remember the 1 millimeter shift, 1 mm shift each day. And I promise you, you guys are going to be so sparkly on screen that I might have to switch off my lamp. Seriously, I promise you. Anna can attest to it. Linda can attest to it. After few months, they feel so much lighter, so much more power within themselves. All right. Now, I know I'm a hard task master. Could you guys see on the screen about your homework? Okay. Congratulations to those who have done the homework. And now I will need to spend some time with you to teach you to use a Facebook post or live. Okay.
Well, I did actually use it. I did actually use it properly. You had to redo your thing, and you saw it. You had to.
Anna, listen. Anna, listen. You're busy. I explained to people, if you just go and post it straight on the post, it will save me administration time to go into every single comment and look at who has done the homework.
And
as I
did
said,
listen,
I'll spend time with you.
I did do it, Catherine.
Yeah.
I did do it, and
yes,
I did it twice.
No, Anna,
I did it twice.
But you did not. You did it twice, but you didn't post it on the Facebook post. Listen. Yeah. Okay.
Time out.
So.
Time out.
No. I'm just trying to explain to her. She did it. Did I say she not do it? Okay, but I want her to put in the right place, which is going to help others as well. All right, so today's homework, your biggest takeaway, practice your homework, your 3 words for yourself, and go into like and comment on each other posts, okay? Which Anna and Linda did really well. Denise have done it. Katrina, I know you're working, so congratulations for those, but I'll give you guys a couple of day grace to catch up with all the homework, especially for those who are watching the replay. Okay, any question?
Do we have a workbook for tomorrow?
Yes, it should be up on the Facebook already as we speak.
Could you post them all so I can get them printed out before the lesson?
I'd rather you to just do it once at a time, because I don't want you guys to go into the monkey brain to look at every day that what is Catherine going to do. It will be up every day after.
Oh, well, I can't do them on the day then, because I can't get them until after 4:30, 5:30, 6:30.
Yeah, just give me a moment. Stop the recording.